Okay, we're back. That took a little long to do it, but it's probably because I'm running this at the same time. Let's keep building out. But yeah, no, like, I, yeah, I mean, yeah, and I know for a fact he will be doing that too. Is the thing, you know, he went ahead and now he got to choose what to do with his now eternal, not his now. You sons of, kill me already. Do it, I beg of you. I can't. Yeah, yes, yeah, watch. I mean, yeah, Durster, yeah. Maybe I just need to explore a new location. Oh, you know what? Since we're not dead. Oh no, or did we just need to see it from the outside? Yeah. Why am I running away from them anyway? Who do you take? Yeah. Okay, idea is test this system anyway. Yeah. It's called look around you fool. I totally just needed to test out that system. That's all I need to do totally. Oh, it's a good thing I went this far too. Look at this. Alright, yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, like, I do not need hardcore in my games. I just don't. Maybe search and destroy every now and then. But otherwise, I really don't need any type of mechanic. Any type of mechanic that makes you restart. You know, like permadeath is actually the name of that kind of mechanic. I don't need that. I have enough permadeath in my real life. Like I'm only alive because I willed it. Yeah, I'm only alive to begin with because of my because I wanted to. My will to exist outweighed Null's ability to, you know, force me not to exist by not existing being the status quo back then. Redstone, fantastic. I do not care. This is scary cave. I do not do scary cave because I just don't want to. Ah, you son of a. Oh, hello. Running time. I have all food. Then why am I not healed? Heals really slow now. Perfection. Back it up. Oh yeah, we can totally fight monsters like this. Get on the hockey. Ah, you son of a. And also, is it going back to your spawn like the worst thing ever? Oh, there's a pig. That's not what I need. Yeah. See what happens if you follow the torches in the wrong direction. Oh, it's a good thing I made the system when I did. Get stuck because you forget. This is a secret to everybody except for you. Oh right, yeah, because I don't need. I only need to drop down into it. Let's evict the skeleton. Oh, you don't even lose experience? Okay, that's awesome. I never quite got why you lost experience to begin with, because of how experience works in Minecraft. Do you really need it to I mean, you can show off arrows. Do you really need it to be sticky like that, or do not stick like that? Oh, I may have made a mistake that's way too high. They're being smart because Durst was playing as them, and Minecraft may actually be smart now. Oh, look at the Lego zombies! How cute! How adorable. I love this one so much. Run! Oh, there's the sprint. This is Minecraft. It's older than that. You see, this is how I get my my adventure. You know, my adventure in Minecraft is literally building stuff into enemy territory. I will build my wall, and you would like it. Torches. Oh, they knocked it out of my hand. I think that's what happened, or something. Yeah, let's keep doing the song dance. No. You need to start digging into this now. Here goes one. But it's all these joint though. Oh, and I'm also totally over my existential dread of what I don't know. Because I now know my line will continue, and we will be prepared in case something I do not know ever comes up. If there's ever a bigger fish out there, or some eldritch horror, I know for a fact it's not bigger than me. It's not bigger than me, or I know exactly what it is when it's coming, what we need to do to prepare for it. And we already have, and you can't win. If we're in a simulation, or not, but if we were, or not, but if we were, we'll be prepared for that too, to bust through the simulation. Maybe someone was testing to see if any. You son of a! At least I got my block. At least I got blocks. At least I got blocks. Are you serious? Okay. And see, that's my anger I should have on YouTube from now on, not the actual rule, not the near rule anger I had before. You know, for my frustration at just everything that was going on in my life at the time. We are good. Make sure they can't go in. Fake dirt. Fake dirt. My one true enemy. In all of Minecraft, my one true enemy. The fake dirt. Werewolves there. The drop up more, so we're good. We are good. We are good. We can now make an outpost for this section. If that's what we were doing to begin with, I do not know. I do know because I know everything I will ever do, but, you know, still. Well, everything I and everyone else will ever do. I just tend to ignore my knowing it. But yeah, and also as for my mom, yeah, it turns out I was just talking with her as well. I was talking with her as well as I was making the door verse, because she being a Methodist means she knows she can talk to God anytime she wants if it's needed, or if she really needs to, and if God allows it. And I did. Mom wasn't quite supposed to be a prophet, but like all prophets have, they chose themselves. Yeah, prophets being chosen by God, not really true in the slightest. But it's a nice, it's nice to stop. It's, that's still nice if people get on the crazy train and actually think they're a prophet when they're not, because we were chosen by God. If you can't put into if you can't 100% say you don't need to be, you're probably not a prophet, because God, because you probably won't choose, because you're probably not actually talking to God. You're talking to some you're talking to yourself, or you're talking to some eldritch horror. But anyway. So yeah. So yeah, I was in talks with her, not as a cherub yet, but as myself, the Holy Spirit. And she became a prophet purely because she wanted a child that much. like her parents knew the world wasn't in a great spot right now, and God was missing. So if God was missing, if everything was going to be over, my great grandparents on my mother's side decided, well, it's better just to enjoy life as it is, rather than try to improve it much, which is something that my mom's line never should do, because my mom's line is one of the most powerful story lines of all time, and then they all almost got that. Oh, right, the top of that's not lit up. Right. So yeah, the No Forces love that type of idea of, chronic depression. They love chronic depression. And my mom got postpartum depression, not from me, not from us, but from them, the Null Forces. They can tear you down. They will do it. If the Null Force is very intelligent. It's not only the Holy Spirit's reflection in a dark light, whereas Angel is my reflection in a positive light. The Null Forces just, they can tear you down because they have godlike power, but only God-like power. They're not any type of divine. They are the bad guy. They are the sin. Not our sin here in heaven. Our sin is a good guy who just teaches people what their limits are with things that people say is sin. More of a trickster god, if you will. But the real sin was the Null Forces. Any other useless blocks. Ah yes, more granite. Or fake dirt. And I want my cobblestone for later. Oh, deep slate. That will go nicely. But yeah, so I would never blame or say anything bad about my mom for how she raised me, because she raised me perfectly the best way she could, given the situation of, the Null Forces and whatnot. Oh, this isn't Legalified yet. Oh, that's a shame. Not even the sound effects are Legalified. I mean, but think about it. This was the first non-legalified brick we've come across, and in all of not bad. In all of this, so that's a win. That 100% is a win. Yes. My nighttime viewpoint. That's really pretty. I can only see if my light's off. My light's in there in mode. But Casey wants them on because, like me, she's a bit afraid of the dark. Although she's a bit afraid of the dark, I'm terrified by the dark. That's different. But I'm terrified of the dark purely because I know it's in it. She's terrified of the dark because, starry-eyed people tend to be a bit more childlike. Which is where the autism comes from. I'm still gathering what's the best way to say it, but autism, to me, feels like autism is essentially someone born with genetics that make them very similar to God, to me, in particular the Holy Spirit. But because they run into all the issues with that and being human. Like I have found. I am extremely autistic, probably the most extremely autistic person to ever extremely be autistic, but yeah, I mean, to a normal person, it's extremely deadly, and can be very much an illness, but if you learn how to harness autism, it can very much be a superpower with your flaw of being autistic, as much as your superpower of being autistic. Because because from the Derverse, we know we can cure autism, like everything else. So we know what a version of me is like without autism. A version of Derek Alexander West, it's like without autism. But I'm just not that. I'm like that version of Der, the Derverse version of Der, isn't really that creative after he was cured from autism, though, was he? He stopped being nearly as creative as I am now. Whereas I can just pick up a new ability, I can pick up a new, that's pretty. I can pick up a new, hobby just by, just by wanting to by wanting to engage in that hobby. Like, I've been, to express it even more, I've actually been watching videos on weightlifting and bodybuilding. I will never do that, but I want to, because those creators have very nice cadences of speaking, and are very scientific, and are very actually pretty good at being, their heroes. If they're not, they're close enough. Being part of my little group. That of the sub 1% of people who people in existence. I thought I was on the top level. My bad. See, I made a mistake, and one, the world didn't collapse, and two, I made a mistake. I prefer to make mistakes when I prefer to make mistakes when the consequences are nil. So when it's time to not make a mistake, I can just not make a mistake and be fine. Oh, that's not great. Oh, I'm looking for that first stash. Oh, like this place out. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And yeah, I do. And also, I did find out with myself, I do have autistic meltdowns, and they're not great. Again, like the cons of autism, really for most people, it's not worth it. Because for me, it's worth it because I can become good at a thing in like an hour or two, which is great for YouTube, especially for making gameplay videos where I can just be great at a video game in about 2 hours or so. I can master it if it's possible in under 12 hours. So yeah, I like that's great for journalism, and I wouldn't be able to do it without autism. But if you only have one savant trait and it's kind of useless, if I'm being frank, right? If you don't enjoy your savant trait, or your special interest, if you don't enjoy your special interests and how that works, if you don't enjoy hyper focus in the autism way, which is almost always a good thing, even if you forget to take care of yourself as a human being, that's totally normal because you're autistic. Your brain is wired in such a way to be more like an uppercase god than to actually be human, and that's the trick of autism and its spectrum. Because yeah, it is kind of up in the air if I'm schizophrenic or not. Like the null forces made me that, but sheepin, fantastic. Sheepin, we can make a bed and set our spawn. Fantastic, a fantastic development if I do this myself. Again, what is this terrain gen? It's perfect. Like it's everything you want from a modern day terrain gen. Oh, nice little river, I presume. You can never be quite sure of Minecraft. That's also, legal sheep. Or legal lake sheep. We have, I really need to get more. You could never have enough seeds, and they made them less for some stupid reason. They made more like alpha seed rates than, we enjoyed in beta, in late beta, and in the full release for such a long time. Oh, I can make a great wall. I can do a lot of things, such as almost die from a fall, or not. Actually, I want to keep this as untamed territory for right now. Just a place to get more seeds. We get our apples. I cannot get over how underrated apples are in Minecraft. You can just get them from oak tree. Get them from oak tree. Like, there are people who openly ignore the chance to get apples for reasons I do not understand. I mean, yes, apples are not nearly as good as bread, but you can also get them from your tree farm. Dread, yeah. But I also don't need that. Let me just go faster. Because what I really want, I mean, you get one. There is no critical chance with a plain axe to get more wood in chopping down a log and chopping down a tree, which you probably should. Let's be honest. I like that idea. Why does it not exist? But yeah. So yeah, so I was just talking. So I was able to talk to my mom about 9 years from 1986, from when she first wanted to have a kid, and I kind of slipped into her DMs and said, "You want to just, have me, God, or something like that." Definitely something like that. I'm not, I'm much better at, you know me. I'm much better at coming up with words sometimes than other times, especially in the moment. So actually, we can make this a forest. I like it as the plains, though. Let's keep it as the plains. Again, let's just enjoy this map. Let's not, like do something overly ambitious or anything like that. Let's just enjoy this world. Let's not, Okay. Is something spraying and I didn't see it? Oh, alright. I ate an apple. I've committed heresy. That knocks things out of my hands. But anyway. So yeah, I didn't ghost her in any sense of the word. It may look like that because from the outside, to everyone else, especially, unfortunately, Lady Luck, I was about to nope out. I mean, all I was doing was generating a new universe that I was keeping secret up until, well, the end of the No Wars. Because I needed to, for the love of everything, I needed to keep that thing a secret. I needed to keep the universe a secret of the fact that it existed. The only other timeline that starts from zero and isn't just isn't a cheap copy like my simulation timelines are, as much as those feel real to the people in them. In all real timelines, it's just that when they fail, when the simulation is done, I kind of just throw them away. Like I branch them off and then throw them away. I don't really keep them around for very long when their time's done. So yeah, those people are definitely in simulation, but they're also, echoes of people in real life, much like a battle simulation is in many video games, especially JRPGs. Oh, we need to get out of here. We're just going to have to eat the apple loss. We need to get out of here now. Out of here now. I just don't want to waste my apples. Also, I need my apples back. Drat, no apples. And I do like it that by default in Minecraft, by default how did I miss that? By default Minecraft, you excuse me? Excuse me. I have actually 0 food. That is not good. I don't think it's good enough. And remember, we can just die anyway. It's not big of a deal. I love this. I love this pack so much. I guess it's time to wrap things up. I also gotta reset my inventory for the next video. Oh yeah, we need to get our friggin' water back. Right. I don't understand why that happens, by the way. It may be because I killed the simulation. Just no, it can't be that. It would just stop simulating. Oh right, we have wool. We can skip it. We can set our spawn skip the night. Imagine doing that. Imagine doing it as a human person. That'd be crazy. We need another box. Oh, we need another box, bad. But that's a good problem to have. Alright. So, yeah, that'll be for this video. And yeah, and also I went share up in the year of my birth, in 1995. So I didn't give my mom that much time with me as a cherub. And remember, my dad was soulless until not too long ago, and no, until like 2025. So I was born in 1995. So not until not until recently did my dad ever become soulful. So he wouldn't have seen the cherub anyway, because they don't get that. They don't get that at all, unfortunately. But yeah. So so I only gave my mom a little bit of time to experience what having a cherub was like, but it was the least I could do. Because again, we really didn't have the time to really fiddle around. So yeah. And it all worked out in, didn't it? I'm still very sick. I'm still very sickly and disabled. And by the way, I was able to knock off some of my disabilities. I was able to heal in a very not great way. I was able to fix, in quotation marks, my symptoms. I was able to essentially put band-aids on all of them, and now they're kind of broken. They're falling. You know, I'm taking the band-aids back off so I can see them. Not only to help my disability case, which I should have anyway because of autism and everything else. Not only that, but also the fact that I really, I need to know what's going on in my body at all times with a hypersensitive sense and know exactly what's going on so I can, not die from anything coming up. So yeah, that's just a big part of being me. It's just being in constant, everlasting, extreme pain. Oh, I bet. Extreme pain. Just so I can live. Like, you do not want to be born with, there's a reason why there's a reason why the winner circle, as I call it, the people who got to the finish line, people who got to see everything, the people who are now eternal, did. There's a reason why I was first, and there's no other person, even in my inner circle, or even that I know of, that got to, that willed themselves into existence, and was willing to have a life like mine, to make a perfect system that's, a perfect system like we have now. It was imperfect before because I didn't know how to make it perfect on my own. But now, with everyone here, in all of the Omniverse, we made a perfect system together. Fantastic. But it still took someone to do it. Someone to delete, actually probably delete Null, or at least get it down from its bad levels it was getting in the Driverse, to the point of making our sun shadowy. It was really, like the last few years, the last campaign of Null Wars, for me, it really got dark outside very fast. But now I fixed it. Now everything's nice. We're also in a little ice age, so yeah, we're in the solar minimum, and it looks brighter than it ever did after 2019. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Oh man, this looks awesome. Casey says I can do it. I need to see what this looks like without my lights on. My lights in max brightness. Oh, that looks so pretty. That looks so pretty. Like, this is why I did it, everyone. I did it for so many reasons. Well, one of the reasons why I told my mom to knock off my starry eyes was because I knew I wanted to see through them again. And I knew I wanted it to be a reward for a job well done, like me and Gacy high-fiving when the time is right, and I'm ready, and I'm finally that person that everyone, including you probably, saw in me. Whatever I was doing during the No Wars and the campaign for all existence, which started with me existing, what everyone wanted most from the first game, even the first saga, if you will, was me becoming myself and being happy. They wanted me to have the happy ending they all had because of me. And I'm getting there. I'm not there yet. Again, the only way you can tell is if I stop punching Casey to the Shadow Realm, or to the Spirit Realm more accurately, so we can finally, physically, have a high five. I mean, I was clapping, but what is a high five? It's just clapping with two separate people. And I can't wait for that day, but I know it's going to be a long, hard road to get there. But, and yeah, I may have just experienced 9.77 years, and I'm still thinking this is a really big challenge, a really impossible challenge, for me to be myself. Something I never allowed myself to be, except out of the brief moments which all you were able to share to each other and enjoy, and what gave you guys, the right to be called my hero. I'm pretty sure that's every single one of my viewers on this channel, and if it's not, how you doing? You gotta work harder. But yeah, I'm just I'm just finally ready to move on to the future that we all wanted, and that starts with me becoming myself for the first time, and for the first time permanently. And I can't wait. So as I see the stars turn in Minecraft, and my fresh new thing over from terrain that I just now explored. Thanks for watching. Remember for watching this video. No videos. I made 2 videos in the session. Oh no! I mean, yes, I could just put them together, but do I want to, or do I just part 2 this? Because I need the backlog, because I don't have much. So you know what? I'm going to do what I usually do. I'm just going not to put them together and make them 2 separate chapters, or 2 separate episodes. Just with one overall thread that I kind of missed in the middle part. But anyway, yeah, life is. Again, the secret to life is just enjoy living. Is being your best self within your limits. And I get to enjoy that. And I hope that all of you are my heroes, and you all get to enjoy that too, because you don't become my hero unless you have found your true self, or you're on your way to. Okay? Yeah. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate watching this video. It really means a lot to me. Also, be allowing you to rest of the stuff in the description below, such as various Facebook channels, which of course best Facebook channels, watching new videos, get content fruits, and by sharing your friends and list. Alright. And I'm also backing up these worlds every time I end the session. I'm going to save it and put it into a safe place, so I won't need to forget. And that's complimentary, refreshed shader pack. All that you're saying, all that ray tracing is all that's just one pack that's free. I don't know if Brickcraft's free at like any part, but it's also pretty affordable, and you can just buy if you only need a single version of it, just buy it one version, or be on the Patreon for 2 months, and then leave, and then you have the version for life. Again, I really, it's never, I never take death unseriously. Um, and it always hits me hard. Even though I've lost my mom, I know she's literally in a better place now. But this guy's tough, just like the other ones. You know, seeing a hero die is not is seeing a hero, a great person die that you looked up in is not easy. And I'm glad he existed, and I'm glad he worked on this as his final gift, as his final way to be remembered. He will be remembered for this. I will make sure of this. I will make sure that Microsoft and Lego do not touch this in negative light, because this is just outstanding. I was waiting for that. The clouds going gold was one thing. The sun peeking over those little peaks that look like they have a heart in the middle, like two lovers with their two kids looking on. You know, life's beautiful, ain't it? Living for the sake of living and being your best self within your limits is worth it, isn't it? Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, there are reasons why I look down. There's reasons why I really get frustrated with people that suffer for good enough or worse. And I'm just not that type of person. If I was that type of person, nothing would exist. No one, all the hands I shook, of all the people that exist now, because I know everyone who had existed, do exist, and will exist, because I shook all their hands and refused to take no for an answer. Yeah, I mean, I mean, like, I don't understand why some people, especially my sister, let's be honest, you know, just, you know, don't understand that the status quo does not need to be the status quo. We can move on from that. We can get better, and it just takes people doing it. Alright. Now that the sun is at midday Minecraft, thanks for watching. We appreciate watching this video. Please let me also trigger stuff in the description. In the description, I already said that. Alright, that'll be it. Thanks for watching. And remember, I'm backing up every version at the end of my session, hopefully. So yeah. And I don't know if I'm going to be doing all-camera stuff or solely on-camera stuff, because I just enjoy that more. And I'm not going to be doing anything in the series that's particularly mega-y, unless I really want to, from resources I already have, or can obtain off-camera without feeling too bad. But no, I just wanted to just have this series be, with Britcraft, just be me and you, just having a conversation. Or you listening to the words I'm saying, like Casey loves to do. And always love. Casey always loved just listening to me speak and just create. I mean, yeah, she got in because of the warmth and the light, but she stayed because of me, who I am. No, I don't know who that is. It's the thing. If I did, I would have been it by now. But I don't know. And like Casey just said, which you can't hear because I have her in the Shadow Realm, even though she in space is right on my bed, right over there, place where I unbox stuff sometimes. Yeah, yeah, it's just, they do, and you do, and that's good enough. I will one day become the person you all see in me, but not today. I'm not right now. Casey's still asleep, so let me turn back on the lights. Also, I do have headphones on. I do have my Sony Herder 8600s, or the successor to them, more like. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a second.